Hey guys, so while editing this video, I'm still editing it and I realized that there are some points that should be disclosed before this video starts. So a quick disclaimer, the intention of this video is not to spread hate about someone or to insult someone, rather than just to state a point that someone can be so good at what he does and still make some mistakes about it. And this video is about brown rice and white rice, and a quick short story behind it. In 2016, Mann released a video about brown rice versus white rice and why brown rice is better than white rice for bodybuilders, fitness athletes and everyone. Me being a beginner then, I started back in 2015 and I realized, oh wow, that's the best thing out there. Brown rice would help me grow. I went out, I ordered brown rice in 2016, used it for the next 5-6 months, almost half a year, only to realize that it's not working at all. It's going into my stomach, it's sitting down, I'm not feeling hungry as often as I should, I'm not able to eat as often as I should, and I'm just not hungry at all. So I decided to go on the internet and research about it a little more, and then I found out, yep, it's completely bullshit. Brown rice is not better than white rice, and as the video follows, you guys get to know why. But before I start my video, I want to show you some points what I actually took from the video back in 2016 and which is actually utter bullshit. Let's have a look.
वो जस्ट नहीं आप खुद से को बताएं ब्राउन राइस उसकी न्यूट्रिशन वैल्यू है कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स ब्राउन और वाइट के सेम है कैलोरीज ब्राउन और वाइट की सेम है डिफरेंस क्या है ब्राउन राइस के अंदर प्रोटीन ओमेगा 3 विटामिन्स मिनरल्स फाइबर ये सारे प्रेजेंट है वाइट के अंदर नहीं है
Calories are the same, yep, almost about the same. Carbohydrates are same, almost about the same, yep, so that's also right. Protein is available in brown rice more than white rice. Anyone of you who is into fitness or knows about anything about nutrition know that a single gram of protein carries about 4 calories. So if there is so much protein in brown rice, how come the calorie of brown rice and white rice are the same? If there is additional protein in the brown rice, its calorie should be higher. Doesn't make sense, right? And by how much is actually the protein content more in brown rice? Not too much, right? About a gram of protein more in brown rice per cup. How much are you gonna eat? 5 cups? 5 grams? There's more protein in one single egg. Alright, let's move on.
Bodybuilding में fitness में brown rice the best, one of the most powerful carbohydrates food है all time. हर कोई खाता होगा इसको. टेस्ट गाइस बहुत अच्छा टेस्ट है अगर आप टेस्ट की बात करते हैं 5 मिनट के टेस्ट के लिए आप अपनी लाइफ थोड़ा खराब करेंगे इंसुलिन आपका खराब हो रहा है
वन साइड टेस्ट बहुत अच्छा टेस्ट है सेकंड साइड अगर आप टेस्ट की बात करते हैं 5 मिनट के टेस्ट के लिए आप लाइफ थोड़ी खराब करेंगे अगेन बहुत अच्छा टेस्ट है टेस्ट के लिए लाइफ थोड़ी खराब करेंगे doesn't add up. What do you want to say? Anyway guys, I don't want to spend more time on this video bitching about someone because that's just not my thing. If you still want to see that video, I will mention the link down in the description and you can go and watch. But I would suggest rather not to because it's just not gonna help you anymore. Anyway, just to end this disclaimer, I still respect that guy and I still respect all the things that he has done for the fitness industry. Sometimes people can be wrong and this is just one video of some of others that he is wrong in this video. Anyway, I don't want to bash anybody because I have utmost respect for that guy, but if I actually sound pissed sometimes in the video, it's mostly because I actually am, because I wasted almost 6 months of my newbie gains doing this shit and eating brown rice when I should have eaten white rice and see much more better results because the newbie gains, because any one of you who is into fitness knows that the first year or first 1.5 year is so much more important. Like the gains you are gonna make in the first 1.5 year would be actually almost the same as the next of the progress you'll be making for the next 3 years almost. So yeah, it's a really important time frame of the window. If you actually know what you're doing, you can get so much better results out of it. And that's why I always recommend you guys who is just starting out, please spend your time, invest your time into researching and reading stuff on the internet and watch some of the videos also on YouTube and just educate yourself about it. Because if you do this right, if you do the first year or first 1 or 2 years right, you would be actually stacking up so much gains and actually getting so much stronger. So yeah, just use your newbie gains time wisely. Anyway, without further ado, let's start this video.
Won't you take me home? Give me with your vibe. We can
white rice is bad for you, you shouldn't be eating white rice in the evening after 7 o'clock. You shouldn't be eating white rice at all in the dinner if you want to lose weight. Now trust me, I've been there, been getting the same tips over and over that white rice is so bad that you shouldn't be including this in your diet if you want to live a healthy lifestyle or if you want to clean out your diet. And I've been there in the starting phase also. I started switching the white rice to brown rice, the white rice to brown bread, and after a while it all started because I didn't like how the brown rice tastes. Like the taste, I hated it, and when you hate something you try to find an excuse. So I started researching and looking up on the internet, and I found that wait a minute, if white rice is really that bad for your health and to include in your diet, why do all the bodybuilders, all the athletes prefer to eat white rice or simple carbs instead of the complex carbs or brown bread or brown rice? But on the other hand, in theory, all the doctors and all the nutritionalists will tell you that brown rice is better than white rice, brown bread is better than white bread. I mean, if you see, carbohydrates are the only department where the racism acts opposite ways. Brown is better than white, so brown rice is better than white rice, and brown bread is better than white bread. And I even see people saying these days for a burger, if you flip the white bread with the brown bread or it's called Meerkorn bread in multi-corn bread, if you switch to multi-corn bread, and all of a sudden the burger becomes healthy for you. No, it doesn't. The burger isn't that bad for you. All the shits that you order on the sides, the french fries, the cola, that is what makes trouble for your health. The burger has cheese, patty, tomatoes, some salads, bread. All of these are healthy for you. The shits that you order aside from burger are what makes it unhealthy for as a whole meal. Anyway, in order to give you a proper idea of why white rice is better than brown rice, you have to have a basic understanding of how it works. So white rice actually comes from brown rice. The brown rice, when the outer covering is polished and removed, what is left is the white rice. So when the outer covering is polished and removed, it becomes easier for the body to absorb and digest white rice. Therefore, white rice is very easily digestible and absorbable. That is why it is also known as fast carbs. So, on the other hand, the brown rice, because of that coating of the whole grain, it becomes harder for the body to digest it, and that's why the body actually absorbs it slower. So that's why when you see the graph on the internet web pages where it shows the curve, the graph is actually linear because the body starts absorbing it slow, as compared to the white rice where the graph goes sharply up and then down, which is also known as the high and the crash of the sugar or the glucose when you eat white rice. And that's why you also feel more lethargic when you eat white rice. Anyway, it's still cold. Let me just grab this pullover real quick. Yes, so white rice, why is it better than brown rice? If you eat a regular amount of white rice so that you can keep it stable, and because of its fast digesting and fast absorbing properties, it actually helps you to eat more frequently, while brown rice, it goes and sits in your stomach for a while so that when you eat it, you can feel more fuller for a longer period of time. That's why brown rice can be helpful for those people who are actually really overweight and who wants to eat less frequently so that they can lose weight over time. For them, brown rice would be actually advised to them so that they stay fuller for a longer period of time, thus decreasing the frequency when they eat so that they can lose weight efficiently. While if you're an athlete or a bodybuilder who needs to eat more frequently and several times a day, you cannot afford to eat brown rice, because when you eat it, it goes and sits in your body for a good 3 to 4 hours and you're not feeling hungry anymore. So you cannot eat it that frequently. That's why you need white rice. Even for a bodybuilder, even if he or she wants to lose weight, he would still be eating white rice, and just the quantity would be less so that the total calorie consumed is less, because all of it really boils down to calories in versus calories out. So yeah, white rice for more frequent eating. I still eat 3 to 4 meals of white rice. I would add one pasta meal if I'm really getting bored of it, but there are still like hundreds of options and sauces to spice it up. And on the other hand, pasta is also fast carb until and unless it is termed as whole grain pasta. It's still almost as fast digesting and absorbing as white rice. So all the bodybuilders and all the people who want to change the body composition, and by changing body composition I mean like to gain weight or to lose weight, you should depend on white rice because it is more controllable. You can control the amount you can eat, and that's the only thing required, because it goes in your body, it acts real quick, and in 2 to 3 hours it's gone. On the other hand, brown rice, you don't like the taste of it. I don't, and most of the people that I know don't really like the taste of it. B, it goes in your body and it sits down, so you don't know when you'll be feeling hunger again, which is probably 4 or 5 hours. And to keep your metabolism high, you need to keep giving it food so that it continues digesting and it doesn't stop. So yeah, don't shy away from white rice. This is my second meal of the day, and my third and fourth meal of the day would also look probably almost the same, just I would include more eggs, and even in the night it would be the same, except I would switch the chicken with salmon or any kind of red meat for that slower acting protein. Like protein, you can manipulate with faster acting and slower acting because it actually helps in your recovery and how your body is absorbing protein. Carbs, you can pretty much eat white rice in slow amounts and still see results. So yeah, if you don't like the taste of brown rice, you don't have to eat it. You can get pretty good, even better results with white rice if you know what you're doing. You just have to measure it, measure the amount that you are eating, and I really advise you to invest in a weighing scale because it actually helps and makes your life a lot simpler if you know what you're putting in your body. The main reason where people fuck up is when they don't know how much quantity of white rice they are eating, and I see some people sitting down with a plate full of a mountain of white rice along with some dal or anything in India, and I just think that you don't need it. You don't need it at all, and all it's gonna do is go in your system, digest, absorb, and store as body fat, as glycogen. So yeah, know what you're putting inside your body. It will save you a lot of time and money in the long run. I'll finish this meal. I have some work in the laptop to finish, and then I'll head to the gym. I'm not sure if I'll be able to record because today I'm going at 5 o'clock, and it's really packed at 5 o'clock, like it's the peak hours, and it's not really much convenient to film at such a packed gym. So yeah, I'll see you guys later, probably in the gym. I cannot promise, but yeah, definitely when I come from it. Alright guys, just back from the workout, got pretty late and it's also raining right. Anyway, had a pretty great heavy back day with some speed reps of deadlifts and also 5x5 of deadlifts. One thing that I forgot to mention in the video that I just realized that I would want to put before ending this video is about the glycemic index. If someone talks about the glycemic index of the white rice being higher than the brown rice, the glycemic index of white rice would come around 65, 66, and that of white rice is 55. So yeah, pretty significant if you compare them by themselves. But you also have to know that glycemic index is calculated if you eat that particular food by itself early morning fasted, which is rarely the case. Like you rarely eat just white rice or just brown rice by itself early morning fasted first thing in the morning. So that goes out of the window. So whenever you're eating rice in a meal, it will probably be mixed with either vegetables, chicken, meat, eggs, or something like that. And the veggies, the eggs, the meat having much lower glycemic index will pull all the glycemic index average of the meal down. So comparing glycemic index of just white rice or just brown rice just goes out of the window. Second thing about the shell, yes, it is true that brown rice has a little bit of more protein and vitamin and mineral content and as a whole nutrition content more than white rice, but think of it as a walnut. Even though a walnut or any other nut has some amount of nutrition in its shell, it doesn't mean that you're gonna eat the shell along with the nut. You don't do that. Certainly not at the cost of getting constipation, gas, or bloating. And in most of the cases, at least 2 of these 3 are found in people consuming brown rice. So yeah, if brown rice doesn't suit you, it doesn't mean that you have to eat it. Stick to white rice and just eat it in a measured amount and you're good to go. So that's pretty much it about white rice versus brown rice. It's already a really long video and I don't want to extend it any longer. I hope you got to take something from it. If you're still here and watching this video till the end, I hope you like this video and share it with one of your friends that you think can benefit from it and benefit in the long run. Comment something nutrition or exercise related that you want to be seen in the next upcoming video, or if you have any certain questions to ask, I'll be answering them here in the comment section. Subscribe for the next upcoming videos and I'll see you next Tuesday. Have a great Sunday y'all.